નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી.
Standard 10th, Subject Science, Chapter 16, Sustainable Management of Natural Resources. So, what do you mean by sustainable? Sustainable means able to be maintained. Okay, natural resources, able to be maintaining the natural resources. So, here in this lesson, yes, you will learn types of resources. What do you mean by natural resources? And types, pollutions of the Ganga, 5Rs principle. Why do we need to manage our resources? Next one is forest and wildlife, management of forest, water for all, dams, water harvesting, and coal and petroleum. So these are the things we are going to learn. So you know that what do you mean by natural resources? Natural resources means what? The resources available in the nature for the humans or for the living beings. For example, like air, water, sunlight, soil, minerals, and forest and wildlife. So these are all the natural resources. So you know that there are two types of natural resources. So renewable natural resources and non-renewable natural resources. So renewable natural resources means what? These are the resources which can be replenished. Replenished means which can be refilled or renewed in a short period of time. So like which one? Air, water, sunlight, forests. For example, forests will be cleared and you can grow the plants in a short period of time. So this can be replenished. So that is called as renewable natural resources. And next one is non-renewable. The resources which cannot be replenished within a short period of time. For example, coal, petroleum, natural gas, even metals. So this all takes million years to form. So that is why they are called as non-renewable natural resources. Next one, we will study about the pollution of the sea. Then human activities. Human activities also produce a lot of waste materials which are thrown away in the environment. So these waste cause pollution of the natural resources like air, water, soil. So in this way, what pollutions or what we are saying, natural resources will be polluted also. So know that awareness about the pollutions of the Ganga. Awareness about the problems caused by unthinking exploitation of our resources has been recent phenomena in our society. And one is awareness. Some action is usually taken. So this is about Ganga Action Plan. This multi-crore project came about in the 1985 because of the quality of the water. The Ganga was very poor. Here what happens, the coliform, CONIFORM, a group of bacteria will be found in the human intestines whose presence in the water indicates contamination by disease causing the microorganisms. So it will develop in the water bodies. So that is why. So here there is pollution of the Ganga will be given. The Ganga runs, you know that the length will be stretches 2,500 kilometers long from Gangotri in the Himalayas to the Ganga Sagar in the Bay of Bengal. It is being turned into the drain by more than 100 towns and cities in the Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal that pour their garbage excreta into it. So that is why largely untreated sewage is dumped into the Ganges every day. In addition to the thing of the pollution caused by other human activities like bathing, washing of clothes, immersion of ashes, or unburnt corpses, so means dead bodies. So in this way, water will be polluted. You know that Ganga is a it is a holy water. So and then industries contributing chemical effluents, chemical waste into the river and toxic, and this due to the toxicity of the chemicals. So that fishes in the large sections of the river. So in this way, aquarium will be known as with the living organisms are right. So that's why this one, the Namami Gauge program is an integrated conservation mission, was approved a flagship program by the Union government in the June 2014. Okay, it was launched to accomplish the twin objectives, twin objectives to effective abatement of the pollution conservation. First one is abatement. So means what? Abatement means removing the all the waste, removing the waste. Okay, abatement, integrated conservation mission, and another one abatement, pollution conservation, and second one is rejuvenation of river Ganga. Rejuvenation means what? Beneficial. There's changes to the river Ganga. Okay, then the National Mission for Clean Ganga is implementation being set up in October 2016. Okay, this is about the pollution of the Ganga. Now, we need to the 5 Rs principle. So you know that we need to feel powerless, overwhelmed by the scale of the problems because of there are many things we can do to make a difference. The pollution, quality of the water, we should use the activities. So these are the ways. This one, you must have come across 5 Rs principle to save the environment. So one is refuse, reuse, reduce, repurpose, and recycle. Okay, now we will discuss the 5 Rs principle. Refuse means what? This means to say not to things, no to the things people offer you. So whenever people is given, you have to say which one is or not useful one. You have to say refuse it. So not to consider that you don't need. So refuse to buy the products that can harm to you and harm the environment. Say no to single-use plastic carry bags. So in this way, this one is refuse. And second one is reduce. Reduce means what? This is the means that use less. So you save electricity by switching off unnecessary lights and fans. Whenever when you are not in the use, so unnecessary we are using the light and fan. When you are not there, also you are that the light and fan will be in the on condition. So in these times you have to off it. Okay, you save the water, and the way water also sometimes the tap will be opening whenever we don't want that, you have to close it. And when you are going for brush, the water will be continuously going on. So in this way, don't waste this one. And the food also not to waste the food. So can you think of other things? So in this way, you have to reduce it. And next one is, this is actually even better. So next one is reuse it. This is actually even better, some energy in the reuse strategy. You simply use the things again and again. So go for the reusing. Instead of throwing away used envelope, suppose paper you are purchasing, after reading you have to use for other things to and making envelope or to keep on the floor, okay, or to keep on the shelf. You can reverse it and use it again also. The plastic bottles in which you buy various food items like pickle can be stored. So in this way you can reusing can be done. So next one is repurpose. This means that when a product can no more be used for the original purpose, think carefully and use it for some other useful purpose also. For example, cracked crockery or cups with broken handles can be used to grow small plants as feeding vessels for birds. So in this way, you can use for repurpose. And next one is recycling also. This means that you collect some of the plastics, paper, glass or metal items, recycle these materials to make the required things instead of synthesizing or extracting the fresh plastic, paper or glass or metal. So in order to recycle, we have to, what you are saying, segregating, we have to collect it. And then, so that the material can be recycled, can be given to the recycle one. Okay, this is about the 5 Rs principle. This is also so important one. 5 Rs. 5 Rs means refuse, reduce, reuse, repurpose, and recycle. Now, next one is why do we need to manage our resources? The question arises why you have to go for managing the need for manage our natural resources. So you know that we here the question arises why you have to go for. So all the things we use or consuming are obtained from the natural resources. Try to understand here, students. Whatever the things, all the things what we are using and consuming are obtained from natural resources. And due to the increase in the population, industrialization, urbanization, cities, you are seeing the demand for natural resources is increasing and their availability is limited. Okay, so there is a need for proper management of natural resources. This proper management of natural resources consists of the point number one, judicious use of natural resources. We should use the natural resource judiciously, wisely, and avoiding wastage of natural resource. So wastage should be avoided. And second aspect is long-term planning should be there. Long-term planning for the use of the natural resource so that it lasts for only for the present time only not, but also for the future generation also. So this is why what we are saying, the plan should be the long-term plan. Now the third one is the exploitation for the personal use. You know, some of the natural resources are using personal for only the own's gain. The exploitation of natural resources should not be for the benefit of a few people. It should not be a benefit of the few people, but it should be distributed equally for all. Okay, so this is one answer. And the fourth one is while extracting and using non-renewable resources, we should also plan for the safe disposal of the waste. Safe disposal, waste should be safely, you have to dispose it so that no damage is caused for the environment or to the environment. So in this way, this also should be kept in the mind. So these are all about what should be done. Why we have to need to manage our natural resources. Say first point is judicious use of natural resource. And second point is avoiding wastage of natural resource. And third one is long-term planning. Long-term planning for the use of the natural resource. So that for the present generation and as well as the future generation can be used. And next one is the exploitation of the natural resources should not be for the benefit of the few people, but it should be distributed equal to for all the peoples. So then fourth one will be while extracting and use of the natural resources, we should also plan for the safe disposal. So safe disposal should be there so that no damage is caused to the environment. So these are the things we have to keep in the mind. So dear students, what things today you have discussed? So first of all, you have discussed what do you mean by sustainable management of natural resource and types of the natural resources and pollutions of the river Ganga and 5 R's principle. Then we have studied about why do we need to manage our resources. So these are the things we have discussed today. So go through this all and the next period or in the next video we'll discuss forest and wildlife. Okay, got the idea, students? Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us.